Hey guys, so last time we designed a sport design poster for Victor Osimhen, and today we are going to be designing some mesh for Odumodublvck. This mesh design was inspired by some designs I found on Pinterest. Shout out to the designers. Now, before we go any further, please note that the reason for me doing this tutorial is for you to practice what I did, then try and make your own with a different image. But in no way should you recreate exactly what I did and post it online as your work, because that's just copying. Because we are meant to practice what I am doing and use those techniques and methods on an entirely different project. Now let's get right into it. The dimension we are going to be using for both design is 5000 by 6600. Now let's insert our sample image, change our background color to black, and also add the main image, then also remove the blemishes. We are now going to type Big Smoke and Odumodublvck. The font we are going to be using is Korataki. The reason why I used Big Smoke is because Odumodublvck has a big smoke chain and also looks up to Skepta a lot, who is the original Big Smoke. Let's now create an image piece. We are now going to duplicate the image piece, change it to white and stretch it a bit to make it look like a stroke. We are now going to add drop shadows. I then rearrange the Big Smoke text and then change the color as well. Let's now use camera raw to enhance our images. I then added white stroke to the text. We are now going to create a small shape and add an image to it. Let's also use camera raw to enhance this image too. We are now going to insert a barcode and also type native records. For our text, we are going to use wide Latin. Afterwards, I designed a loading bar. For our second design, we are going to be using the same dimensions we used for our last design, and afterwards insert our sample image, main image, copying the main image out of the background as well. I then removed some blemishes on the image and enhanced it with camera raw. Afterwards, I created a shape using the rounded rectangular tool, and I also used the polygonal lasso tool to cut out the sides. Let's type Odumodublvck. The font we are going to be using is Adoption. Afterwards, we are going to make the fill 0%. Go to the blending option, select stroke, and choose 18 for the size, position, select center. I then selected wrap text, used flag for the style, plus 35 for blend, and left it at horizontal. Afterwards, I decided to make some of the text red. Later on, I added a red stroke to the image with a stroke size of 18. Afterwards, I added drop shadows as well. I then typed EZIOKWU using the same text font. Afterwards, I added a photo frame and placed it on the face and also made a selection around his face. Then added color fill, changed the color to black and the blending mode to color. Also layer masked the selection I made on the color fill. I then repeated the process again and made the second frame smaller and put the opacity of the color fill to 20% and also added drop shadows to the frame. I now added arrows below from custom shape tools, but I also added a layer mask to the sides of the arrow I did not need, then created multiple arrows and changed some of them to red. Last, I changed the font text to vulgar display of power. And I also added black stroke with the size of the stroke being 18, position outside, opacity of the stroke 70%. And we are done. Here's the final result, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and also share this video to someone who might need it as well. Please also follow me on my socials, which will also be available in the description below, as well as the link to the tutorial materials. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.